Hey, and hello there, everyone! Welcome back to the Strike Streams, where I need to move a couple of things around, so hang on one second. This is not close enough, and then this needs to move. And then I also need to grab this thing, and then we should be good. So, how are we all doing? Can you hear me? Can you see the game? Let me know, because otherwise we're in trouble if you can't hear anything. Let's do this thing, shall we? Let's see. Okay, good. I can hear you, Clam Fandango. Okay, yes. Perfect. Lovely. So how are you doing? Hey, welcome back to the Strike Streams Friday edition, where I, a voice actor, am on strike and all that stuff. You guys know this. But how are you doing? How are your Fridays going? It is now the end of the week. So well done for making it through another week. Do I have stories to tell you? Maybe I do. I don't know. Hang on. Can I just ask? Can Gage and Kieran see one another? You're kind of both being like, I don't know. It's sort of you're both posting posts which make it seem like no one else is there, but I can see you both. And just because Kieran had that issue with Gage yesterday, I just want to check that you can. Okay, good. You can see each other. Okay. That was just really weird. Your messages kind of made it look like, if you didn't know any better, you could maybe think you couldn't see each other or something. Okay, so anyway, Bark, how are we all doing? I hope you guys, gals, non-binary pals are doing well. But that's the thing, we don't have, I can't see any Xander unless a cat poking out of a box emoji is going to show up in a sec. And Kevin's not here, like lots of people are not here today. Okay, so let's get into the game. Let's do so. Oh, I forgot to mute the old laptop Reno. Where is everyone? Xander! Is he here or is he not here? That is the question. Good question, Xander. Wait a minute. No, Xander, hello, welcome. Happy Zand Boxing Day? Is that what we call it? Is that what we call Fridays? Well, that's hopefully not what you call Fridays, but I can call it that. Connor Watt, hello, welcome. Okay, to quote Super Smash Bros, everyone's here except Kevin and Onlara and Tenchi and Cheese and Kiba and and everyone else. But anyway, I was watching Mushroom Bridge footage from Double Dash. Ooh, good old Mushroom Bridge. Now, who used to go over the bridge, like, actually over the bridge and use all the boost pads and everything? That was a fun trick. Don't know if it was really ever faster, but okay. So, but lovely to see you all indeed. I am, what am I, 11 days since my last shiny? Not good at all. And I think I'm at like sort of 40, if like 25 Dynamax Adventures is what we do in a week. I think basically we're now at like 40 since my last shiny, so that's not great. So we'll have to see how it goes. Oh, yeah, Weiss hasn't been here for a while, yeah. Okay. So, chat, my lovely chat. How are we all doing? Oh, hang on, that was weird. Okay. So, chat. I went to the doctor's this morning and he said I'm not fat. But my cholesterol's a little high. But we'll get to that in a second. We'll talk about all that later. So, guys, gals, non-binary pals, for almost, I think it's been like 3 weeks since I got the Blacephalon, right? Or, no, hang on. It's been like, no, hang on. I think it's been like we're nearly at 2 weeks since we got Pheromosa, right? Like, this Sunday will be 2 weeks since we got Pheromosa. And And then Xurkitree was like 2 weeks before that, I think? And then I think Blacephalon was about 10 days before that. I think it was like 10 days after Blacephalon is when I got Xurkitree. And then like 2 weeks after that was when I got Pheromosa. And we're about like the 11 days since I got the Pheromosa. So all this to say, I think for like... Does that mean like two weeks and then another... Or 11 days plus 2 weeks plus 10 days... has been, I think basically, so basically for like a month, we have had the tickets, our 3 tickets. So we've got, oh, whoops, I put tickets, not tickets. So I think basically for a good month now, we have had the tickets of Uxie, Thunderous, and Kartana. So could you guys, gals, and non-binary pals, please let me know if you are able to play. Could you please let me know strike, I can do, and then let me know who you can do out of those 3 Pokemon, who we've been hunting for a little while now. Kevin, hello. Xander, the hammer. No, I'm kidding. What do I even do? Right. Right, no, but let me know. Ready, set, bow, let me know. And then we'll figure this out. Might need to grab my pen and paper. Let's see. Right, hang on. So we've got Connor, Watton, Kieran, and a Gage, and a Kevin. Is this like the 38th time Kevin has been hammered? Oh, it's way more than that. Shade Van Fan, hello. So hang on, let's just see. Okay, so we might need to hold off on... Okay. Why don't we open up with Kartana? And then... Why don't we open up with Kartana? Because that's the one that, like, everyone can definitely sort of do or whatever, right? Oh, whoops, I did that wrong, I think. Friday... Oh, no, wait, hang on. No, that's fine. Friday the 30th of May. Whoop. And then, so Team 1... This should be fun. So let's have, so Kartana. So let's have, like, Kieran, Kevin, and Gage... Right? And that'll be Kartana. And then Team 2 will have Conowat for Thunderous, and hopefully some other people will have, like, come along by then. And or Kevin can just go a second time. Xavier, hello, welcome. Lovely to see you. How are you? Happy Friday, to the extent that Fridays are happy. Which is very much so. Who doesn't love a Friday? That is the question. And the answer. Okay, so... yeah, while we're fighting a Kartana, Shade Van Fan will be fighting a cold. Okay, so guys, gals, non-binary pals, Team 1. So this is going to be Gage, Kieran, and Kevin for Kartana, right? And that's all good with you 3. And then Conowat will get to you for Thunderous in round 2, okay? So, we're going to go on the Wycom. We're going to connect to our internet instead of local communication, okay? 38, if only, Kevin says. Exactly, that's the spirit. Right, so we're connected there. We're going to talk to the nice scientist lady. We're going to say anything goes, but I'm going to say Kartana. And then, when we're on the Kartana screen... Well, you guys will have a question mark, but I'm on the Kartana screen. We're going to go 0530 and then 0210, okay? So 0530, 0210. 0530, 0210. I like it. So here we go. So well done, everyone. Well done indeed. I don't drink, but boy, do I get hammered, lol. Okay, so, see you, Kevin and Gage. So, Kartana. So you guys know this, fire is super duper amazingly super effective, and then fighting is good as well, but special is better than physical, which is also additionally why fire is better than fighting, because there's more special fire and more physical fighting. And watch out for those leaf blades, okay? I'm just going to move this a little closer, because this is just a little bit not that close today. There we go. So here we go. You started, yeah, like 10 minutes ago. I've been here for ages. We're on Team 1 already. Team 1, that was fun. Okay. These are all a bit rubbish, though. Okay, these 2 are both weak to grass, so I'm going to go with Obstagoon. And, like, maybe, if worst comes to worst, I can use Screech Strat. Oh, Weezing has fire! Weezing! So there we go. Stunfisk is also weak to grass. Oh my gosh. But I would say Stunfisk is the best one there, just because it has, like, stab on both its types, and Claydol doesn't, and Piloswine's not that great. And then Slowking is also weak to grass. Oh my, what the heck is going on here? What the heck is going on here? Yeah, ironically, Kieran, on a round where we don't have a very good team and where we are more likely to science, Kieran has the one good Pokemon. See, if it was a Slowbro, it would have Flamethrower, but it doesn't. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Oh, there's Munchlax and Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee is a bit better than Munchlax. Like, Blaze Kick is better than Fire Punch, but let's see what we got. Oh, there's Fire on the right with Flareon. So why don't we go for Hitmonlee and then Flareon, and then after that... Oh, and then there's Altaria. Okay, so we have the team. We have the team. Why don't we have Flareon instead of Slowbro? Okay, because that's like the stab fire type. And then we'll figure out who we're going to get rid of for Hitmonlee and who we're going to get rid of for Altaria. So, do you need Shiny Altaria? I do not, but we need it for the fire types. So, okay, neutralizing gas. It's a gas. Okay. Let's see what... Hang on, we got... Okay. Stunfisk and Slowking and Obstagoon. Okay. So, yeah, if we want to keep Slowking... Hang on. Who is in 4th place is the Slowking, right? So if we want to switch Slowking for Flareon, if Slowking is in 4th place, then that's the one we want to switch for Flareon. So basically, we either need to do Obstagoon for this Hitmonlee, or Obstagoon for the Altaria. Or we need to do the Stunfisk for this. Stunfisk is better against Flareon than Obstagoon is, so maybe I will switch here. I may as well do this initial switch. And then we can do Stunfisk for Altaria and Slowking for Flareon. Does that sound okay? So I might need you guys to help remind me in the chat, like when at the end of the round and stuff like that, who's gonna switch. But yeah, why don't we have Stunfisk for Altaria and Slowking for Flareon? Oh, okay, Future Sight's a little bit risky because I think basically the battle is going to be over by the time that hits. Like Razor Shell just helps out with all the physical moves we're using a bit more, but we'll see. Maybe I've forgotten how long Future Sight takes to hit. But it's like 2 turns, right? I don't think it's going to hit at like the end of this turn, right? If it does, that would be amazing. But if it's the end of next turn, we're not going to get to like the end of turn 3. Right, Sludge Bomb, baby Sludge Bomb. Shade Van Fan, please don't think me patronizing for asking this. You talk about having a cold. It is definitely a cold and not COVID, right? And I just ask because COVID is like going around a lot and stuff at the minute, and people aren't really talking about it. But from what I understand, it is like going around and is quite dodgy and dangerous at the minute. So, and people are sort of... I think a lot of people are like, wow, I got a real bad cold at the minute. And it's like, no, it's COVID. So, it is just a cold. Okay, phew. But anyway, oh, Tenchi, hi. Good. So, yeah, Tenchi, hi. Hello, welcome. Lovely to see you. Okay, so, Hitmonlee. The thing about Future Sight, I feel with Future Sight, maybe it's good for certain like boss battles or something where like the battle's gonna go on for a while, or just when you have like a not very good team. But I think it's mainly there just for like the Dynamaxing. Is my guess. There some moves in this mode I feel like exist purely for Dynamaxing. The main one, everyone's favorite, including Kevin's, Belch. Belch is absolutely if this move exists for Dynamaxing. So yeah, Flareon, Engage can go for that. Do, then we'll go and take a hat. Remember, Bo, take this one. Kevin, I didn't see that soon enough. You needed to say that like 10 minutes ago. But no, luckily I did remember, though. But yeah, anyway, Bug. But no, Kevin, I needed you to tell me that before I even told all you guys to tell me that. Otherwise, I just don't see it. All hail the almighty belch. Okay, so here we go. Neutralizing gas. Oh, hang on. I was going to say, does Hitmonlee have... Yeah, Hitmonlee has the Limber ability, and yet we paralyzed it in the last fight because we had Wheezing. That's really funny. That's really funny. And we didn't paralyze it because of Static, because Static was neutralized as well. It's because of, It's because we just paralyzed it with a Thunderbolt. That's really funny. I left my Monado at home and can't future sight. Fair enough. Okay. So anyway, guys, gals, non-binary pals, number one, like the video if you haven't already. Now is the time, like whilst we're all settling in. Number two, though, I was going to say, I had my doctor follow-up this morning. I asked you guys to send me good thoughts and well wishes that there isn't anything super-duper wrong with me. And the good news is that there isn't, at least according to generic annual physical type testing. You know, pee and blood. So no, everything's all good. Like my number, like basically the two sort of bad numbers I had, the two bad numbers I had were like my cholesterol was a bit high and my, and like I had like high sugar, or blood sugar. He just said sugar, but like my sugar was a bit high, but I have kind of been like eating a bit less well for a little while kind of thing. I still like eat pretty like balanced stuff, but I have been eating a lot of like sugary sweet stuff like for a little while. So probably like 2 weeks ago when I did that test, I probably was eating a lot of sugar and stuff. So, and I can like adjust that, and same with like the cholesterol. But my cholesterol was like a little bit high last year as well, so that probably does mean I have like you know, like a more long form issue with it, or I do need to change my diet a bit. But the thing is I drink milk every night, and I've been drinking and I've been doing that for a couple of years now. And I have like full fat milk because I've always struggled with being underweight, but I don't think that's a problem anymore. So I think I think if I just change my milk, like I was looking at the numbers today, I think if I change my milk and then like 1 or 2 other tiny things, that will like eliminate the cholesterol thing immediately. So, and then the sugar thing, again, I think that's more of like a temporary thing, and I can just be a bit aware of that as well. Like, oh, if I'm eating this, like if I'm eating like ice cream, don't have any, like sort of today, don't eat any cookies or whatever, you know. So I think it's all good. Right, Altaria. So that was really good. Oh, the audio is getting laggy. Hang on. I'll just do a quick reset just in case. Even if it was a temporary thing, I'll do a reset just in case. So there we go. After you can activate Focus Punch early? Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. Right, I am going to... funnily enough, I could use Wide Guard to protect us from Heat Wave and Dazzling Gleam. Doesn't it have Dazzling Gleam? Now that I think about it, I might... this is very out there. I'm going to use a Wide Guard because all my moves are like not very effective. I could use like a Low Sweep to lower its speed, but I'm going to try a Wide Guard. How could milk be bad for you? It restores 100 HP, lol. But no, it's that thing. But that's the thing. So because for years I've kind of been on a quest to make sure I put on weight, but the thing is I have like put on weight now. I am like a healthy weight. So now I just need to like do things more to like maintain that rather than keep going up, you know. You're using Shadow Ball because Burning Jealousy is low PP and it isn't very effective. Oh yeah, no, definitely. Like Shadow Ball's the stronger move. We want the stronger moves here at Beauvo Games. Like Stab isn't automatically stronger. Oh gosh. Okay, I actually might need to switch to like a Low Sweep if we keep not doing much damage, because we have not done much damage, have we? Okay, I'm going to use a Low Sweep to, I don't know, lower its speed and get it down a bit. I hope we can poison it with a Sludge Bomb here. But yeah. Oh, I used low guard because it has both Heat Wave and Dazzling Gleam. And because my moves aren't very effective, but because we're actually not doing that much damage, we need to, like, keep going here. Okay, no, I'm switching back to wide guard. There's no point in using anything physical. Like, I'd rather protect... Oh, gosh. This is... Okay, hope this should... Oh, gosh. Our Dynamax order might be messed up here, guys. We ain't gonna KO this turn. We need, like, crits and stuff. Yeah, we definitely ain't beating this in 3 turns. Okay, so this is a battle where Future Sight would have been good. Ironically, if we still had Future Sight, this would be the battle where it's good. But we need that special defense down. We were really unlucky not to get a special defense down there. Shadow Ball has a really good... Yes! The wide guard kicks in! I know that the thing about Altaria has really good special defense. So when it uses Cotton Guard, that is, like, really quite the dangerous combo. Yep, there we go. Well, the wide guard did indeed work, so that's something. I saved Wheezing! Okay, but we should still KO this turn, so, like, it's fine. And here's the fun thing. If we beat this on this turn, it just means that, like, Wheezing can Dynamax instead. So, and that's actually good. Like, I'd rather Wheezing Dynamax than me. Or basically, as long as it's not me. As long as it's not me Dynamaxing, then, like, it's fine. Oh, there we go, finally! Special defense down. Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Well done, everyone. Oh, no, wait, no, sorry, I'm the Dynamaxer because... Yeah, sorry, because we went from 3rd to 5th. Sorry, I was thinking... Sorry, I added 2 on from, like, the Flareon, not from the Stunfisk. Yeah, okay. I might not... I might not Dynamax. I don't know. Or maybe I should. Maybe I could Dynamax, just because it's probably not... I think if we all just use fire moves, we'll KO it in 1 turn, won't we? So, Stunfisk for Altaria, do-do-do-do-do-do. Stunfisk for Altaria, do-do-do-do-do. No, I don't want Altaria. Oh, no, I don't want Altaria. We want Stunfisk. Stunfisk. Okay. Were you joking, Kevin? But no. Oh, no. Because of the Dynamaxing, I suppose, like, in theory, I could have, but... I think if we just all have fire moves, though, I think this will be fine. Sorry, I get why you're asking your question now. I kind of... Again, when that 10-second timer counts down, I just get very panicky. Sorry, I understand where your question was coming from now. Like, oh, hey, Bo, because you're now Dynamaxing, do you want a better Dynamaxer than a Hitmonlee? I do appreciate the question. I do get where it was coming from. You have now put you were being sincere. No, I know. And I can see where you're coming from. But nevertheless... neutralize the gas, but yeah, let's just, actually, what's, I'm gonna max flare. Again, this will not do a whole load of damage. It will set up Sun, which will do nothing because we have Altaria. But as long as we all hit our heat waves and stuff, we'll KO this in 1 turn. It will be fine. DKGKB, hello, welcome. Welcome. But yeah, so, yeah, good bill of health. And 2 things that were good, just quickly. Last year, I should have used wide guard. 2 things that were good from last year. One is my vitamin D was low last year, and I've been, like, taking vitamin D as a supplement for, like, the past year. So that's cool. Like, vitamin D, I got my vitamin D good, so that was good. And the other thing was, like, last year he said my blood was, like, a little thick. But he didn't say anything about that this year, so I presume that means it's okay. But the thing is that last year, I didn't realize this last year until, like, way afterwards. He kind of said about that, and I was a bit like, oh, and he, like, recommended I, like, take aspirin, but I didn't really want to do that. And the thing I realized is that, basically, when I did my exam last year, I had been on a plane, like, 3.5 days beforehand. So, like, on a 10-hour or, like, 11-hour flight from England. Like, I had just gotten back from England, and then I, like, immediately took a blood sample. And I looked it up, and it does say if you've been on a plane, like, your blood thickens. and the effects of it do last for like, I think it's something like 10 days, like even like 10 days afterwards or something like that. So yeah, 3 days afterwards, yeah, it's gonna be pretty thick still. So I was always like, that seems a bit weird. Like, is that not just like some I thought that just seemed really weird, and it's probably because I had been on a plane. So I think the fact that that's not thick this year shows that that was never really too much of an issue. But like the cholesterol, because I've now had that high 2 years in a row, that probably does mean the cholesterol, I do need to like pay attention to that. So Hitmonlee is a no. You can't spell Hitmonlee without no. Flareon is, I'm pretty sure that's not shiny. That looks too orange rather than yellow for me. But honestly, in this light in this room, maybe it could be. Altaria is not yellow. That's definitely not yellow. But will we get a silver thingied Kartana? No. Dang. Okay, let's have a quick look at some sparkles, and then we'll... No sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. Wow, Altaria only needs 8,000 EXP to level up, but those need, like, nearly 13,000, and Kartana needs, like... Well, Kartana needs more because it's level 70, but still, that's kind of wild. So, let's check some abilities and natures or whatever. So, neutral... attack up, that's kind of... Oh, and a modest Hitmonlee! So the Hitmonlee had bad attack anyway. That's kind of funny. I'm actually going to go for the Flareon, because it has attack up, but not special attack down. That's actually pretty nifty. And it's a Flareon, which is like a 1 in 8 or whatever. So I'll go for that. Why not? Cuba. Yes, Lily, you have mentioned that before. I do have ads turned on because, yeah, like I am on strike. I do need the extra money. I'm not in a position where I can just give up time every single day without, like, at least inviting the possibility of making some money from it. That is kind of part of why I do these streams. Again, the hope was that they would build up and up and up and up to the amount where streaming could provide me, like, a nice little revenue. Sadly, they don't, but I am still going to leave the ads on just because it is a little bit of extra money still. And it's one of those things where, say if my channel ever did blow up, I wouldn't want to be in a position... If I ever, like, say, didn't have ads and then just one day turned them on, people would be like, oh, what, dude? Like, you turned on ads, what the heck? Whereas if I have them on even at this early stage of my life and YouTube career, quote-unquote career, then people won't get upset when there are ads, or will get less upset when there are ads, because they'll be used to them always being them. So, I do want that ad revenue and the possibility that someday I could get more ad revenue. So, yeah. So there we go. I mean, if someone wants to give me, like, $1,000 a month or whatever, I'll turn them off, but, but, like, until that happens, it's gonna happen. Oh, Nia got Tapu Bulu! Well, looks like we have a wild card. So there we go. So welcome back. Would you like us to keep a record of where we found Kartana? Yes, I will. Carnawat. Okay, so... Can anyone do Uxie or Thunder? Well, no, let's try and aim for Thunderous. But yeah, actually no, let's just go for Thunderous. Can anyone do Thunderous? Let me know, okay? So no one ever gets used to ads since they come unexpectedly. Well, like, yes and no. Like, I know what you mean. You're right in that sense. Like, you can never predict exactly when they're going to happen. That's kind of true. But I just mean, if people watch streams without ads for, like, months and months and months, and then suddenly they had them... Like, I have noticed that. I have noticed channels that, like, don't have ads and then do have ads. So... You gotta sort of let people get adjusted, like, sort of, be adjusted for the situation you hope to be in, rather than suddenly changing one day. No one got a shiny of it. No one got a shiny. It was just the ticket. Okay, so ready. So let me know if you guys can do Thunderous, okay? But if we have a situation where, like, one person can do Thunderous and one person can do Uxie, it's a little awkward. Okay, so Kevin can do Thunderous, provided Conowat is definitely still here. No, we can go for Thunderous. And oh, Kiba can do Thunderous too. Oh, well then let's have Kevin, Kiba, Conowat, unless, like, Tenchi chimes in and can do it or something like that. And then that works, doesn't it? Also, I need to change my chat from top chat to live chat, because I forgot to do that. and we talked about that yesterday. Although now my chat is frozen, because this is why I should do it at the beginning of the stream. But oh well. Okay, there we go. So perfect. So yeah, let's have Conowat Kevin Kiba, which is very close to a Special K team. In sound, it sounds like a Special K team, but luckily it's not. So let's click on the YCOM, let's connect to the internet, let's talk to the nice lady. And then we will say anything goes, but I'll select Thunderous. And then, and there we go. Okay, so Diet Special K, there we go. Yeah, the one that lowers cholesterol. Okay, 0530 and then 0232. How about that? 0530 0232. Ready, set, bow. Here we go. And let me know. But I will just say one thing. So my doctor, when he was kind of saying about foods that like can increase your cholesterol and then foods that are like high in sugar, he basically just listed food. Like if you excluded the thing, like, and don't get me wrong, he wasn't saying don't have these things, and he did specifically say that. He did specifically say, I'm not saying like cut these things, I'm just saying reduce them. He's like, if you're like here, and he kind of like made like a hand gesture kind of thing of like sort of two cupped hands kind of thing. He's like, and then he just brought his hands in a teeny little bit. It's like, so if you're here, just like cut down to here kind of thing. That's all you need to do. It's only like a small lifestyle change, nothing rapid. But the thing is, so many of the foods he listed though, I like don't eat anyway. So he sort of said like red meats. It's like, I don't really eat red meat much. Like I did ironically today because I had a coupon for, and this is going to be like my last fast food Friday anyway. So it kind of times pretty well. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, whoops. Okay. Kiba, where's Kiba? We need Kiba. We're like running out of time. Kiba. Oh, Kiba. Okay. Oh, Thunderous. I should be saying Thunderous. Rock and ice types. Okay. Rock is slightly better than ice, but like rock moves, ice moves, those are the best. Lightning Rod, Cantonian Raichu, and Manectric. Ground types are brilliant, and then Dragon, Grass, and other electric types can be good as well. Watch out for Sludge Wave, and then in terms of its moves, watch out for Sludge Wave. Don't worry about any flying type moves. It does not have any flying type moves. It has Rain Dance, Weather Ball, and Thunder for 100% accurate Thunder and Water type Weather Ball. If we change the weather, such as, oops, sorry, I belched there. Such as 2, Ice or Rock, then watch out for those, and it's why Rock is marginally better, because Thunderous having Rock is less dangerous and less scary than it having Ice. If it has Ice, that's pretty scary. Right, Crustle is a Rock type, huzzah! So there we go. Dunsparce has Ice Beam, more like a nice beam. Mr. Mime is ice, because it's Galarian. That's also nice. Ice is nice, with extra rice. And Emolga does not actually resist electric, even though it's an electric type. But it might still be the best one there, so well done for picking it. But we can switch it. I'm sure we'll find something that we can switch Emolga for. Oh, like Armaldo! Armaldo is to the right. I repeat, Armaldo is to the right. To the right. And then there's Electabuzz, Porygon. We could then afterwards just go after, like, whatever's easiest. Because, like, Dreadnaught's not very good. And there is Lilligant, the rare Lilligant. But yeah. Yeah, so maybe after this, we could just go for whatever's, like, the easiest path to take. But anyway. So I'll just say, so my doctor, so he said about, like, red meat. Right, and it's like, well, I don't really have red meat, but that's fine. Like, again, I literally had it today, but I really don't have it much, because, like, beef is expensive. I get chicken. Or I get chicken, or I do, like, just vegetarian options for things, because, like, just that's cheaper. Right. I am going to Dynamax, and I am going to Max Rockfall. This will boost its special defense. I do apologize for that, but, again, it's stab super effective. Oh, Conowat, I've been meaning to ask, where is the more like a nice beam joke from? So, in the Pokemon anime, in the Hoenn series, but when it's like when May is at like the grand festival, so when she's got all the contest ribbons, Ash has his snow runt and he's preparing for like the Pokemon League, and his snow runt isn't very good at using Ice Beam. It like can't control it. It can use Icy Wind, but it can't really use it sort of is like trying to learn Ice Beam, but it like hasn't mastered it. So Ash is off doing some like extra training and stuff like that. And then like Team Rocket come along. And so like they're fighting or whatever, and Ash is like, you know, Snow Runt, Ice Beam, you know, and then Snow Runt's like, Snow, but it like kind of fizzles out, and it's like, oh no, like the Ice Beam, it didn't work kind of thing. And so like Team Rocket are like, you know, like, what was that kind of thing? That was pathetic. So they're all like standing around laughing, and then James is like, Ice Beam, more like a nice beam. And so I always think of that like every time. And then Snowrunt evolves and uses an Ice Beam as a Glalie and sends Team Rocket blasting off again. It's great stuff. It's great stuff. So yeah. So that's where the Ice Beam jokes are. And I have like a little video of it. I like recorded it like off my television like a decade ago or something, because I'd always say it to like my cousins, and then like so when the episode was on television one day, I like recorded it off my television and then like sent the clip to my cousins. Heck John, hello, welcome. The answer to the question, why don't you voice act in blah blah blah, the answer to that question for like insert anything is we don't get to choose what we voice in. We don't make those decisions. That's for like casting directors and studios. Sometimes studios and casting directors are aware that people exist. Sometimes they don't. So you know, casting is something that's like very out of your hands. And there will be people who are like, okay, so Emolga, well done. So we don't get to make those choices, otherwise we'd all just be in our favorite things or be main characters who keep coming back and need loads of sessions and get you loads of money. So we don't make those decisions. Who do we go for here? There's which is like the best thing to go for. I would say the Lilligant probably is the best thing for us to go for. So I think we do want to go for. I'm going to go for the Porygon because of the backpacker. Maybe the Haxorus maybe could have been a little bit easier. But I'm going to go for this. Oh, there's someone doing some construction work outside or something that's noisy. Yep. So sorry if you guys can hear a noise. I have no idea what that's about. I might get no. I'm gonna get a wide lens. Why not? But yeah. So basically, if you ever like wonder why isn't a voice actor in a particular thing, that's probably the reason why. Maybe they've not even had a chance to audition for it. There are people you guys know and love who like they're just like not in with like there'll be like a studio that works on a particular franchise, and there'll be a voice actor who's in loads and loads of stuff, but for whatever reason that studio and that voice actor just aren't like connected, or they just don't really give that person auditions. And so, you know, there will be projects where you see like all these voice actors appear in it, and you'll be like, but why is this like really awesome more popular other voice actor not in that franchise? And it's like, I don't know, that studio just doesn't hire them or doesn't audition them or whatever. So that's like your answer why. That basically covers like every question in that format. And I don't mean that in a dismissive way. I just mean it in a like that's the answer for like everything kind of thing. Like if there's ever a Bo, why aren't you in blah blah blah? Or why isn't this other more popular actor who's in everything not in this other thing? Like they're in everything else. Why are they not in this one thing? You know, those are the answers why. And you can see that with like loads of voice actors. There will be voice actors who are like who I grew up with who are very popular, but like say there's like a certain cluster of like Nickelodeon cartoons that like just they're not in. Even though they're in like every other cartoon, they won't be in like Nickelodeon ones or Cartoon Network ones or Disney ones or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So it's a funny old thing, but Why can't you be more like Chris Pratt, Bo? Yeah, exactly. Kirby should be thankful for my promoting that. How many people even knew there was a Kirby anime before I sung the theme song like 5 days a week? Right, the special attack down. Oh, crud. Okay, foul play. That's actually fine, though. But yeah, so it's a funny old thing. Like casting and voice acting and stuff. It's a funny old thing. And again, just speaking of, let's just say there's like a trio of games that you know are sort of the. Well, actually, no, I don't even actually need to use that specific example, to be honest. There are games where like they're from the same family or like from the same like company, but they record at different studios. So you might be like, well, hang on, this game has like this actor is in both of those games. And this other actor is in both of those games, and this other actor is in both those games, and this other actor is in both those games. But then this actor is only in one of the games, and it's like that, you know, can be like the reason why. It's like, well, because they're done at those two games, even though they're from the same company, they're done by different recording studios, and so the casting process is completely different, even if the games are kind of similar, or from the same company, or whatever. So anyway, Porygon, no. So, but casting is always just a thing that's very out of the voice actor's hand. If we could just be in stuff we wanted, that'd be great, but it doesn't work that way. So anyway, but let me just say, hang on. So let me just go back to like this doctor and what he said, so he was saying about foods, and again, he wasn't saying, oh, Lilligant, oh, wouldn't it be Lilligant? And we do get an extra backpacker here, so if you didn't get a good item the first time around, you might be able to get a better one this time around. But the backpacker. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that's good. And again, I don't mean that in a dismissive way, the way that I'm sort of generalizing it or just saying the answer to any question in that format, but just that is how it is kind of thing. Like it's just it's more of a general overall trend with like just acting and casting and stuff that goes beyond me, and it goes beyond me in any one project. It goes beyond. It even goes beyond voice actors and other projects. It's like the whole acting that answer basically like, you know, is like part of just the entire like acting profession. Basically, it basically answers everything in the entire acting profession. So well done with Go Big or Go Home. But no. So let's, but this doctor, so again, he didn't say like, oh, you need to like, you don't need to strictly like cut out all of these things from your diet, right? But he did proceed to list like a load of things that he was like, oh, this thing increases cholesterol, this thing increases cholesterol, this thing increases cholesterol, this thing has a lot of sugar in it. So when he was talking about these two things like cholesterol and sugar, like, for cholesterol, so he said like red meat, right? And it's like, okay, I don't really have much of that. But it's like chicken thighs, right? But then he sort of, and then he said like, so basically like butter, milk, dairy, all kind like that kind of stuff. He said like oil, like oils and stuff like that. I don't really have a lot of like oil ever, but he said like mayonnaise, because that's like, oh, he said eggs, like egg yolks, like only have like egg yolk like once per week or something like that, which is a bit specific and weird, because that is like cutting down. Like, well, why would you only have like egg yolks once a week? What? But he's like mayonnaise, and he did say, he was like, mayonnaise will kill you, and I was like, okay, that's a bit of a stretch, I think. I mean, like, I'm sure Koi is jumping up and down in like for jumping for joy upon hearing that, and Zach is like, what? But yeah. So, oh, wouldn't it be Lilligant? I don't think we want the Lilligant, though. It is good defensively, but the Pokemon we have are like better offensively, so yeah. But yeah, I think a lot of us are I know, that's the thing. It's like, don't get me wrong, mayonnaise is quite like an indulgent product, but it's not like that bad for you kind of thing. Like, yeah, if you have it like all the time on everything, yeah, it's like egg yolks and oil, like that is a lot, you know, sure. But I'm gonna go for a Shell Bell. I could have gone for leftovers, but I'm gonna go Shell Bell. I'm really only anticipating Dunsparce maybe changing otherwise, but oh, okay. I thought the rest of you, the Mr. Mime's pretty good, but But is it an instrument? Xander says. That is a question. But yeah. See, if it was an instrument, I love chicken and mayo sandwich. Exactly. And if you had like if you had like a thin spread of mayo every day, I don't think that would really be that bad for you. Or if you like made your own mayonnaise, maybe, I don't know. But like, fine, whatever. It's all good. But yeah, I thought that was a little bit much. But the thing is, I am actually, I can't remember if I sort of said this, but for a while I've been doing my like mayonnaise muffins, but I'm not actually going to do them anymore, or at least not for a while. Because I'm just sort of a bit sick of, unfortunately I'm like this. Are any of you guys like this? Like, I'm a person where I can eat the same food a lot and it doesn't bother me too much, but over a long period of time, I do get a bit fed up. So I can, like, say, eat the same cereal every day for, like, say if I, like, ate cereal every day. I don't really actually eat cereal that much, but say if I ate cereal every day, I could do that for breakfast for, like, a good few months, but then after a few months, I would start getting fed up of that cereal, and I'd be like, yeah, I need to, like, have a different cereal or a different breakfast food. Like, how good or not good are you guys with, like, having foods over and over and over? Because I am quite good at having, like, say, the same thing, like, twice in 2 days, or even 3 times in 3 days. Like, if there's something like Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner, right? I can eat, like, turkey and vegetables and gravy and mashed potatoes for, like, the days afterwards and not really get sick of it. But if I had to do it every day for months, I would get sick of it. So I do think I'm pretty good, but the thing is, like, in, like, a long form way, I always, like, there are very few things where I'm able to continue them, like, every day, all the time. Like, I have to always, like, give up something for a while eventually, so... But I've been doing, like, banana muffins for a long, long time, because it's a good way of getting bananas in me. But I just kind of am getting fed up of, like, making them, and I'm getting a bit fed up of, like, freezing them and eating them and stuff like that. Oh, Kevin, as an autistic, getting bored of having the same food all the time is an unknown concept to me. I rarely get sick of things. That's interesting. See, I last for a long time, but eventually I do just... And maybe part of it as well is that I do have to, like, make these foods and stuff like that, Like, maybe it's, like, sort of... Because with the muffins, I, like... I have to, like... I have to buy all the ingredients, and I have to get the tins out, and I have to clean up the cake cases and all this, like, it's not just about the eating them, perhaps, is maybe why I get a bit fed up, but it's just one of those things where the actual eating of them doesn't bring me enough satisfaction to overwrite the making of them, Anyway, we beat it. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars! Well done, everyone. So if you haven't clicked like on the video, please click like now. Now would be a great time to like the video if you haven't already. So here we go. So I have been getting a bit fed up of the muffins and the mayonnaise muffins. So hey, maybe that cuts down on, like, the eggs and the oil from the mayonnaise or whatever. But seriously though, like, so he said, like, red meat, chicken thigh, eggs, or at least with egg yolks, like mayonnaise, oils, and like basically any dairy products, so like milk, butter, cream, cheese. So he said all that for, like, cholesterol. And then for the sugars, he basically just listed a load of fruit and said, like, fruits are high in sugars. And then, avocado, I think he said in the fat for cholesterol as well. But I don't have avocado. But fruit. But he said about fruits for sugars. He also said about, like, cakes and cookies or whatever. And again, I didn't, like, prompt any of this stuff. This was all just stuff he said off the top of his head. But then he also said about, like, rice and pasta and bread, and it's just kind of like, well. And basically, if I kind of think of the foods I, like, frequently eat, I kind of felt like and again, not that he was saying cut these things out, but if I did cut out the things he said, the only things I'd be allowed to eat would basically be, like, chicken breasts, lettuce, and, like, I think, like, beans and vegetables. Like, those would be, like, the only 4 things I'm allowed. So, like, any vegetables I have are fine, beans would be fine, lettuce would be fine, and, like, chicken breast would be okay. But, like, he basically almost everything else I do eat at some point, he, like, listed off. So, like, rice and pasta and stuff, like, I have rice or pasta almost every day, like, one of the two. Or bread. Like, that is like my carbohydrate for things. I don't really have potatoes. I think he might have even listed potatoes at one point for something, for like the sugars or whatever. So it was basically just like carb, you know, it's like, well, yeah, okay, but I need to have like some kind of carb. You know, I can't just eat like meat and vegetables. I need to have like potato or bread or rice or pasta, you know. Like exactly, it's chicken salad. Like that is it, but with no mayo, no dressing, because that's oil, and you know. So anyway, Armoldo is an Armol, no. Porygon is not shiny. Lilligant, will we get a Lilligant, a replacement Lilligant? No. So yeah, so look at, again, he wasn't saying cut all these things. I mean, the mayonnaise, it sounds like he has a vendetta against, like, Koya's high-fiving him right now. But everything else, it was just like, just cut it down a little bit, or whatever. But again, look, so many of these foods, he said, though, I don't have, like, I don't really have fruit much. He did say about bananas, but it's like, well, I'm not gonna give up bananas. That's, like, a good potassium source. Will we get Thunderous? No, okay. But you almost made me hungry. I know, right? So, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. Oh, did we go up in number there? Almost, kind of. Let's see. Attack. Oh, okay. Attack up, that's good. Oh, special attack up, that's good. And then there it is! There it is! The Lax Lilligant! The alliterative Lax Lilligant! There you go. There's always a Lax or a Gentle. There's always Lax or Gentle. Always, always, except for the times there's not. But there's always, except for the times there's not. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Okay. I'm gonna go with Porygon. Because why not? Can't spell Porygon without no. A vendetta is basically a grudge, but you sort of use it more severely than a grudge. It's like a death wish meets a grudge. But it means, like, it basically means to have like a serious grudge against someone. And it's an Italian word. I think like in Italian, the idea is that it's kind of almost like you're swearing to unalive someone. Is like the original kind of term for it, but people just kind of use it now to just mean like a serious grudge. But yeah. So I'm using it instead of the word grudge to be funny, because it's like, this guy has like a vendetta against mayonnaise. Like, you can't kill mayonnaise. Koi has tried. Okay, so there we go. What Bo didn't see is the Koi handed the doctor a 10 after he left. Yes, Zach in shambles right now. No, actually, no, sorry, I said that the wrong way around about killing the mayonnaise. Koi wouldn't want to kill, sorry, Zach No, Koi wants to kill the mayonnaise. Zach loves mayonnaise. Right? Like, I've got that the right way around, right? Okay. So, there we go. Because it was Zach who likes having, like, mayonnaise with fries, or fries with mayonnaise. Would you like some fries with your mayonnaise? And then Koi was like, we can't be friends anymore, right? Okay. Kevin, you have a vendetta against hammers for no reason whatsoever. Exactly, there we go. So there we go. Like, Kevin is the Koi of hammers, and Xander is the Zach of hammers. So there we go. Right, Porygon, there we go. Okay, so let's figure out Uxie, shall we? So, is there anyone who can do Uxie? I just want to see if there's anyone who can do Uxie, otherwise we'll go to an early... We'll go to an early wildcard round. So could you guys please let me know? Strike, the number of times you've played today. I can do Uxie. Ready, set, Bo, let me know. We'll figure this out. Albano. Okay, so would you like to keep the Thunderous? Yes, I would. So let's see what we've got. So we've got Kiba and a Karen, do. Okay, so maybe we can have like a Kiba, Kira, and Conowat, and also a special K-Light team. But yeah, maybe that could, unless there's anyone else, if no one else chimes in, then let's have like a Kira, Kiba, Conowat, do. And then that should be good. So... Shade Van Fan, you literally just said you were going to do Uxie. Oh, Shade Van Fan, can you join us? You said about being hungry. I can't see any other messages from you. Unless, where did you put a message about Uxie? Because I can't see anything with you saying strike or anything. Yeah, where did you put your message, Shade Van Fan? I can't see you saying strike anywhere. I mean, Conowat didn't do it in capital letters. Tut, 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 tut. No, I'm kidding. But where did you put it? I can't... yeah, you almost made me hungry was 4 minutes ago. That's your last message I can see. But yeah, it's very important, guys, to say strike when I ask to say strike. I can't, like, if you're just messaging in the middle of me battling when I'm not even looking at chat saying, oh, I'll do a Pokemon, like, I'm not going to see it. So, you know, if you have posted it, if you did post, like, the strike thing when I asked, like, I do apologize if I'm missing that. But I've like, scrolled back, like, 10 minutes here, and I can't see anything. You know, I'm just getting, like, is mayonnaise an instrument comments and stuff. So, okay, yeah, it's very important to say the strike thing, okay, Shade Van Fan? Okay, so, yeah, Kieran... Yeah, so Kieran, if you don't mind dropping out, that would be awesome. Yeah, remember, Shade Van Fan, the rule is when I ask people to say strike, that's when people have to let me know about playing. If you just randomly tell me in a casual way at a random time, we're not going to pick that up, okay? The chat is, like, way too busy and way too active for us to, like... you know, be able to fully read everything and make a note of, like, who... That's why we have, like, right, who wants to play right now? Let me know, and I ask, and I, you know, really drill it in that, you know, that's when to let me know. So, okay, so let's have Shade Van Fan, but you're alright, Conowat, don't worry. So let's have Shade Van Fan, Conowat, and Kiba, and then, so let's have Shade Van Fan, Conowat, and Kiba, and that's correct, right? Yeah, so Kiba, Conowat, Shade Van Fan. Again, if you... Hang on, let me check... What I can do, actually, I can go Shade Van Fan... Sorry, what I should have done is I should have gone... I'm forgetting to use my modding powers. Channel activity. Let's see. So... let's see. Oh, on second thought, I'll help with Yuxi. That's where I can see it, although I don't have a time on that. Plus, I haven't hunted the lake trip yet. Boo-voo. And then, like, I'm back. Thanks, Blot. You almost made me hungry. Yeah, I can't see any timestamps on these. Can I put time? Can I look at timestamps, or does it just list the... Oh, it just lists the comments. Oh, okay. But yeah. But yeah, no, yeah, we're definitely not gonna... and plus when you... I did see that comment, but I didn't realize that was you saying, I would like to join you at some point today. So again, that's why we have the whole strike system. It just very clearly indicates who actually... Because again, a lot of people talk about doing things solo. Like, a lot of people talk about doing things offline, not with everyone else. So, you know, that's why we have the strike system and the scepter system, so that we know who's talking about what. So, again, I do apologize that I didn't interpret that to mean you wanted to join Yuxi when we did Yuxi. But that is why we do have the strike system. So, okay. Oh, Xander, when you check channel activity today, you get an error. Oh, okay. Well, luckily I was able to. No, it's fine, Shade Van Fan. It's fine. It's not a problem. But but again, if you've ever wondered why we do the whole strike system, it's because of moments like this. Because we've just sort of also spent, like, 5 or 10 minutes talking about this. And this is time we could have spent battling. And if we did this, like, every single day with people being like, oh, hang on, when did you say you wanted to play? It uses up, like, so much time, you know. So... it's why we have okay, at the end of each round, I'm going to ask people if they want to play, and they have to say strike in capital letters. It makes everything so much quicker and more efficient. So I know it seems weird. I do apologize if it ever gets annoying that I, like, sort of like, right, so can everyone please say strike in the chat, you know? But, like, we do have it for a reason, and today is the perfect example of why. Okay, so Shade Van Fan, Conowat, and Kiba. So please make sure you're connected on the Ycom, okay? Make sure you talk to the nice scientist lady. And then we're going to say anything goes. But I'm going to say Yuxi. And here we go. There was a problem with the server 400. So, and then Yuxi, here we go. We're going to go 0530 and then 0301. Does that sound good? 05300301. So yeah, and that is for everyone, not just Shade Van Fan. I do apologize if the whole, can you guys let me know? Like, can you let me know your tickets? Can you let me know this? Can you let me know? Like, I know it is annoying, and I know it is like, please write strike in capital letters. Like, I am sorry, Connor, to be like, Connor, make sure you do it in capital letters. But like, it is important. Like, it is just kind of, you know, if you just have a load of chat, again, I can only see like 10 messages at a time. If people are like splitting up their messages, like arbitrarily into like 2 messages, that means I can only read 9 messages instead of 10. If people are just saying things like, yeah, I could do that, or something like that, instead of strike, I can do Yuxi. It's like one of those way more clearly demonstrates, like whether you want to do a Yuxi or not, you know? And because we do have a delay and stuff like that, you know, I can whip through like several topics in like 10 seconds. So if someone just types a generic phrase like, yeah, I can do that, I might have said something like, well, we could do Yuxi. Or actually, we could do a wild card. And you could be saying, yeah, I can do that to the Yuxi. But I've like asked like an either or question. So like if you're replying to an either or question with, yeah, I can do that, that's like not helpful ultimately. But it's also not your fault. You just didn't, you did it before the delay kind of thing, you know. So anyway, Yuxi, Dark, Ghost, Bug, don't hit it with ground moves. Stat moves are good, like lowering its defenses is good. And yeah. Oh, there's the Raichu we needed last battle, or whatever. Okay, Durblade. Doublade is, although Doublade doesn't have any ghost moves, it does have Steel type, which is good against Psychic, so I'm going to do that. Golduck does have Screech, which helps with those physical moves as well. So again, I do apologize. I know it's boring, but you know, we do have these things for a reason, and it is a system that does work out pretty well, doesn't it? I think if we, obviously if I was like some rich person, I'd probably like have some kind of website set up where we could have all this stuff done sort of more automatically or whatever, you know? And that would be good, and that would be awesome, and that would be wonderful. But you know, I'm just like a guy on a very basic laptop with a YouTube chat in front of me, and sometimes I have a phone with a spreadsheet. Oh, guys, good news, everyone. Hang on, let's just check what we've. Okay, none of them are very good. Are there any dark types? Oh, that's a Skuntank in the top right. So we want to aim for the top right, okay? So I am going to go to the right for the Slowking here, rather than for the Copperaja, who we have now gone for. Hopefully we can still make it to the top right. I hope we can still make it to the top right, because the only dark type I saw was in the top right. So, good news, everyone. I got an email yesterday saying my phone is being prepared for dispatch. I think it should be being dispatched today. I may even have an email about it after this stream, like waiting, you know, like, oh, hey, your phone has now been dispatched. And it had an estimated delivery time of the 2nd to the 3rd of June, I believe. So, is that like, hang on, that's, oh, no, actually, I think it was like 2nd or 3rd. So that's like Monday or Tuesday, right? So that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I think it said, no, it says 2nd or 3rd. Hang on, so Monday is the 1st, sorry, Sunday is the 1st, Monday is the 2nd, Tuesday is the 3rd. So yeah, that's Monday or Tuesday, isn't it? So that's really cool. So it's nice to actually get like an actual update about the phone now. And then, yeah, Monday's the 2nd, Tuesday's the 3rd. I think it did say... Actually, hang on, I do have my email. I got my tablet here, so let me just check my email. I can check my email here. I think it did say 2nd or 3rd. But let's see if I have that email, shall I? I'm going to have my newsletter one that I, like, always have. But, yeah, yeah, I saw that it's Archie's birthday soon, so I'll need to... No, Xander... Can you... I know I always ask this. I need to, like, add this to my Google Calendar or something. Because I do want to do this. And I think, like, I'm 99... Well, I know... I'm pretty sure I know, like, one of the, like, 2 months or whatever that your birthday is in. But can you remind me like when your birthday is, because I don't want to. I kind of did like half miss it last year, and I felt really bad because I kind of knew it, and then a bunch of stuff happened, and then when the day came, like actually arrived, it like snuck up on me, and I kind of like forgot what day it was. So I want to make sure I have yours locked in for this year because I felt bad for like last year, like I had like messaged you about something, and then later on in the day, I like saw my like what day it was, and I was like, oh crud. I was like, I remember. Oh no, wait. And then I messaged you afterwards or whatever. But okay, that is the exact date I was thinking of, Xander. But I was like, there's a part, I don't know why, there's a part of my brain which is really worried it's in either like June, like maybe July, but also September. And I was like, I think originally I used to think it was in September somewhere. But, and I knew it was like after we started the strike streams, because it was like early in the strike, like fairly early in the strike streams. But so I kind of knew like, okay, it's definitely like July, August, or September. And and I'm pretty sure it's not July. But I was like, I'm sure it is like August 11th. But it's like, what if it's like September 9th or something like that? And so I really panicked about it. Okay, so I did have it correct. Okay, I know I didn't like say it out loud or anything. So it's like, well, how could, like, oh yeah, sure, Bo, you knew it. It's like, no, that is, if you'd held a gun to my head and said it, that's exactly what I would have said. But yeah. Okay, can we get, no, okay, so we've missed the dark type. But we can still go for the Indeedee, so that's okay. Because Indeedee does have ghost. I'm just gonna go for Klefki here, because it's like probably easier for us to beat, I think. Xander says it was yesterday, lol. Oh my gosh, don't even. I am gonna write that down just to be sure. Because I can't remember if I actually added anything to my calendar about that. I might have been like, oh, I'll remember it, and it's like, no, I should double check. Okay. Awesome. I should. Now the question is, do I remember Kramens? Which I don't think I do. I'm afraid. Is this the point where Kramens gonna jump in chat and humiliate me? Okay, I'm gonna Ironhead, more like a Judge Dredd. But yeah, I saw. It was your older sister's on the 27th. I do remember you saying it was like your sister's birthday, but okay. Well, I'm not. Forgive me if I don't remember your sister's birthdays, Xander. Okay, I'm sorry. I have too many people in my life. Kramens is Feb 23rd. Dang, you were quick on that. Dang, you have humiliated me. I think I'm just gonna write all these down. Actually, I do want to write these down. Actually, the thing is, but back in England, we used to have a thing. I am pretty good at remembering people's birthdays, contrary to how this conversation makes it sound. I do think I'm better than average than most people. But obviously, in the age of the internet and stuff, you just have like so many people in your life. I think back in the day, everyone only ever knew like 20 people, and now we all know like a couple of hundred. But back in England, we used to have like a little table we had where we had like everyone's birthdays written on it, and we had like pinned up on like the downstairs toilet door. I know that sounds kind of weird. It's less insulting than it sounds, I promise. Or we'd have it on the fridge, like one or the other. If the fridge didn't have room, we like put it on the toilet door because it had like a notice board on it. But like, yeah, so we would kind of have that, and I do want to like have something like that someday where I kind of have like all my birthdays of people like on it or whatever, because I remember a lot of them. But again, I have too many people in my life now, and I do get things conflated and confused, and particularly with like time zones and stuff. In England, why it's confusing for me as well is in England, I basically have to remember the day before everyone's birthday now, which is really confusing, and I've never really thought about the day before people's birthday. If someone has a birthday of like, you know, like, what's today? Like May 30th. Like, the day May 30th will stick in my head. But if I don't have, like, a May 29th, that has no significance to me. Although May 29th does have significance to me. But, like, oh, actually, no, May 29th is a better example. May 29th has significance to me. But, like, May 28th does not. but I have to now kind of like have significance to May 28th because I have to remember to wish people stuff on May 28th for ahead of time for May 29th, and that's why it's just all very confusing and why my head is just kind of like gone a little bit. So oh, you have a calendar with a... So basically, Xander, you're a great big phony. It's like, no, you remember. I'm sure you remembered it off the top of your head. Right, Klefki. I don't think... Unless we... No, I honestly think Golduck with Screech is probably a better prospect than, like, Klefki's defensive capabilities here. So... But that... See, that's a good idea, though. That's a good idea. Right. Yes, indeedy. Some birthdays are easy to remember to you if they're close to other people's birthdays around. Yes, exactly. So in my family, or at least like my, you know, sort of close, you know, as in like parents, siblings, kind of thing. All the birthdays take place in like the span of like 4 months, right? So it's quite like, so everyone's birthdays are all quite like close to one another, and then like 2 of my dad's siblings also fit in that window, and then my brother's wife also fits in that window. So there are like loads of people, and then if we do add like my grandpa, he is like a month after that window. So if you want to extend it to like 5 months, he's in there. So basically just loads of people like close to me, and then one of my other grandmas, although I never really was like old enough to like really enjoy or remember her birthday or anything, but like she fits in that window, I believe. In fact, maybe like my granddad also might fit in that window. I can't remember. But basically like loads of birthdays for people like in my family are like in like a 4 or 5 month span or something like that. So, but yes, you share it with Cloud Strife. I remember you saying that. See, I think that's like one of the things I told myself. I'll tell myself that to remember it, but I'm not a Final Fantasy guy, so that's not going to help. Oh, come on. No clever computers here. But yeah, let me just... Hold on, sorry. I do have my newsletter. Let me check... Here we go. Your order is ready to ship. So great news. Your order is awaiting carrier pickup. Tracking will update when your package is in transit. Check your order details. So, yeah. So basically, delivers 2nd of June to 3rd of June. Oh, okay, so that's Monday or Tuesday. I was thinking that was Tuesday or Wednesday. Oh, that's really good. Okay, I really wanted it to be like Monday or Tuesday and not like Wednesday or Thursday. Okay, this might be okay. This might be okay. I just have to hope my old phone works enough that I can transfer like data over from my old one to my new one or something. But we'll have to see. Oh, and then your sister shares a birthday with Crom. Nice. Okay, that's good. Well, I feel like you may have told me that before as well. Now I think about it. Xander, do you share a birthday with any Fire Emblem characters? Not Final Fantasy. The other F RPG game. You probably do. Everyone probably shares a birthday with a Fire Emblem character. I'll tell you what was funny. When I was playing Fire Emblem Three Houses, oh no, Mega Kick missed. Yeah, that's why you got to stick to your brine time. It's Brian time. I'm going to try and find out and see if you're wrong, Xander, but like after the stream. But no, when I was playing Fire Emblem Three Houses, you can like see everyone's birthdays on like the calendar. There is kind of like a calendar. It doesn't like explicitly say like, you know, January, February, March, but each month corresponds to like a real world month kind of thing. So it basically is like the real world calendar. And I remember playing through, and you know, you kind of see people's birthdays or whatever, and and then I remember when it got to my birthday, and then I was like, oh, there's a birthday. Oh, whose birthday is it? Like, oh my gosh, they share a birthday with me. But it was me, it was my birthday. Because you input your birthday at the beginning of the game, and I forgot you do that. But then you get like a really big important cutscene on my birthday, so the game like stops, and it's like, oh, hey, happy birthday. And then like the serious stuff really goes down. So it's really funny. Oh, P3, huh? That's interesting. Right, so do we want Starmie? So we want Starmie for Indeedee, don't we? So 07 Starmie, because Indeedee is going to Dynamax. Indeedee is good against Uxie, in fairness. It resists Psychic and it's immune to Ghost, so... Starmie for Indeedee, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Starmie for Indeedee, do-da-do-da-do-do. Maybe Three Houses is, like, the only game that, like, has birthdays or something. So maybe that might be why not. Like, maybe, like, you know, they're the only characters, like, with birthdays. Do-do-do-do-do. But yeah. But Mercedes is a nice character. Like, Three Houses has great characters. And one of the cool things about Three Houses is you kind of look at some houses and you look at some characters, and you kind of think you're, like, not really going to like them or not really going to be that fussed about them or not really going to be that interested in them. But they all are, like, captivating and interesting in their own way, and like, at the end of the day, like, they all get you. They all, you know... Like, I thought Raphael was going to just be, like, a bit of an idiot and a meathead, but he's, like, really nice, and he's, like, kind of aware of, like, how he's perceived, but just kind of, like, doesn't mind and kind of utilizes it sort of to his own advantage of expanding his niceness and good deeds kind of thing. Like, not in an exploitative way, but for his own sort of, you know, being good to people ways, and it's just, it's really cool. It is the one with Byleth. It is. Three Houses is the Byleth game. Also, speaking of Three Houses, you get to celebrate your birthday twice per playthrough. Ah, interesting. Xander, your younger sister shares a birthday with Nublet, and then Roy and Fire Emblem. Oh, yeah. Do you guys know about the Roy dying in Smash Bros. Thing? Do you guys know about that? Oh, by the way, yes, sorry, Kiba has the power. Right, defense is down. Defense is down. Oh no, we can't use items. Shade Fan never played a single Fire Emblem game. They're good. Although I would recommend newer ones over older ones, at least to begin with, and then if you like them, you know. But like Engage and Three Houses are both very, very good for very different reasons. They're actually very different from one another. But if you like all the battling and the tactics and the strategy, Engage is better. If you love like the social sim side of things, Engage is fantastic. Yes, you guys do know about it. The blood-curdling scream. It's a good scream. It's a good scream. But then actually, Robbie Ray and Amanda Hufford did an interview with Nintendo Life. I don't know if you guys saw this. They did an interview about Date Everything, which was really cool. It's just fun seeing people who are kind of sort of adjacent to... Again, I don't know enough people in the voiceover industry, sadly. I did when I first moved here, but then no one knows who I am anymore. Or just as I was beginning to get to know people, now I don't. But it's still nice seeing these people who are kind of, you know, they're friends of people you know, sort of talking about a game they made, you know, and it was interesting reading it. At least what I did read of it. I didn't read like everything, but yeah. Engage is lighter? I don't know about that. See, here's the thing. Three Houses, again, the thing I would say, I don't really know about lighter or anything. I don't know. They're both pretty serious in their own ways. Copperaja is a no. Klefki is a no. Indeedee is a no. But will we get the Golden Uxie? Oh, it's a Bluesky. Adamant Copperaja and Modest Indeedee. Oh, well, that's good. And no lax or gentle anywhere. That's good. I'll go with Indeedee then. Yes, Indeedee. Yes. Okay. Good. I like it. But yeah, no. But the thing I would say about Three Houses and Engage is Three Houses is definitely, like, you know, the strategy and the tactics and stuff are a bit less you know, there's just sort of like less of it. It's just a bit more simplistic in that regard. But like the social sim and, you know, and like side, you know, little side questy type things and stuff, like that's all, you know, like affinities and relationships and stuff. That's all like three houses. And then Engage just has all like the yummy strategy and tactician stuff, and so they're both very good in different ways. I think I actually ended up preferring Engage, as weird as I thought. I thought like Three Houses was like, oh, this is like gonna be my favorite for probably like for a long time or whatever. But then Engage came along. To be honest, I think with each Fire Emblem game that kind of comes along, it then kind of becomes like I liked Awakening, but then I liked Fates more, and then Echoes, I don't know, Echoes I kind of found it hard to rank, but then, you know, but that's like a remake, so let's disqualify that for a sec. But then Three Houses came along, and that became my favorite. But then Engage came along, and I think that might be my favorite. Right, anyway. So there we go. So welcome back. Would you like us to keep a record of Yuxi? Yes, I think that'll do. Oh, ignore the websites on screen. Although I've just made them bigger. No, wait. So, guys, gals, non-binary pals. What I need you to do... Where did I put... Oh, there we go. So, guys, gals, non-binary pals. We have... There we go. I enjoy Engage, I just was grinding was a little easier to do. I didn't really feel like I needed to grind, but... okay. So guys, gals, non-binary pals. What we're going to do is Oh, audio lagging? Let me just hang on. There we go. Hopefully that's good now. Okay, so guys, gals, non-binary pals. Can you guys let me know what wild... Actually, no, hang on. I can go... Conowat, you are free to do as you wish. You are not any kind of slave to the stream, so do not worry. So there we go. But could you guys let me know if you have any of the following tickets? Tapu Bulu, Nihilego, Boswell, Celesteela, Guzzlord, and or Stack Attacker. If you do not have any of those tickets, but you are around to play in the next round or two, let me know that as well. Okay, so Ready, Set, Bow, let me know. You have a shiny Spinarak in Violet. Ooh, nice. That's a good one. Oh, again, I wish the colors were a bit bolder on it. They're just a bit washed out. Also, I'm going to just refill my water quickly, so I'll be right back, okay? We are back. Okay, so, Xander the Hammer. I read that, Kevin. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, Abraham Lincoln. Maybe we could do... we could do like a Cacjon Guzzlord, and then... Maybe we could do like a Cacjon Guzzlord, and then we could have a Tapu Bulu with Kieran afterwards or something like that. Does that sound okay? Let me just scroll down a sec. Scatter! Oh, but yes. But yeah. But does that sound maybe okay? Maybe we could do like a Guzzlord, a Cacjon hosted Guzzlord, and then we could do like a Kieran hosted Tapu Bulu afterwards, and that could be good. Maybe that could be the plan. And did we only okay, so can I just double check? So if we did do Guzzlord first, who is able to do a Guzzlord? If you're interested in doing Guzzlord, please say strike in big capital letters, and then number of times you've played, and let me know if you can do Guzzlord, okay? I think it was just going to be like Kevin, Cac, John, and Kieran, but I just want to make sure people weren't being polite, or maybe they didn't have the tickets, but they could do the tickets, but they didn't have the tickets. So now is the time to let me know, okay? If you want to play, if you want to do a Guzzlord, now is the time to let me know. Because, like, Kevin has played twice, and there are people who have only played once, so, you know, I'm going to give preference to the people who've played once, but only if they speak up. So, yeah, okay. Because Kiba can do Tapu Bulu, would you mind, Kiba, if I gave this one... If we had Cac John... Because it was Kieran, wasn't it? It was Cac John, Kieran, and Kevin. But then because you can do Tapu Bulu, we could have you on the next one for Tapu Bulu, if that's okay. Just if you and Kevin are equal... I'd rather, like, but he can do Guzzlord, and then he usually needs to leave after, like, the fourth one anyway. Does that sound okay? And then hopefully that makes sense. So, my guy is fiddling about with his backpack. That means I have not touched the joystick in a long time. Okay, so if that sounds like a plan, then Cac John will need to give us a code. I will just remind everyone to be watching live, particularly if you are hosting. Actually, do I have... Hang on. Did I have... I can't remember which one of those was good. Well, I mean, if there's anyone else who can do the Guzzlord instead of you, Kieran, then, you know... oh, that was weird. Nightbot held the comment for review. Okay, so Cacjon has set up a code for a Guzzlord. So we're going to say anything goes. Right, 44556633. Okay, so here we go. And this is Guzzlord. Cacjon's going to have a Guzzlord silhouette on the left. The rest of us are going to have anything goes. Oh, there we go. Lovely. Perfect. So Guzzlord is super duper mega weak to Theory. But then it's also weak to Dragon, Ice, Fighting, and Bug. So lots of options, albeit not the most common ones, but like Durant and Pangoro are obviously great. And Togetic's a fairy. I didn't even see Togetic. Yeah. Okay. And then Pangoro is definitely a good next one. There we go. And then I get Copperaja does have Body Press, so I'll go with... Oh no, Mudsdale does have Rock Smash. I'll go with Mudsdale. But I'll try and switch it. Xander, me periodically checking to see if I switched to pre-order was cancelled. Oh, thank goodness. Again, I think it tends to be with slightly weird... Like, because one of the big ones where, like, pre-orders have been cancelled is in the UK with Game. But Game are a very weird retailer. If you don't know Game in the UK, they're kind of... Yeah. Okay. Okay. So there is Lurantis to the left. So, not Lurantis. Araquanid. Why did I say... I still had Gen 7, but... Lurantis, Araquanid. I'm not really sure quite why in my brain those two things were lumped in the same place. But Araquanid, the bug water type physical Araquanid. So I knew exactly what it was, but my brain said Lurantis in a panic. This is such a weird path. It is, isn't it? Oh, you've been seeing... Oh, you've got used to Walmart and been seeing others who did get this cancelled. Ooh. Well, that's like the wings. The wings! The wings and things. The wings and things, the wings and things, the wings and things. Oh. But no, yeah, everyone, like, fingers crossed for Xander. For it is 6 days. 6 days until... Shade Van Fan caught Guzzlord on your sword file. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you can do Tapu Bulu. Hopefully. The wings. Okay, game's looking a little laggy. I don't know why this has been laggy. I don't know if it's just because I've been using my computer more. Like, so I've been, like, say, you know, maybe I've got, like, more, you know, say, like, temporary storage filled and stuff like that, you know? Because normally I just only use my laptop for streaming, whereas now I am using it for, like, a couple of other things. So maybe, like, that's why, but... Right. If we have special moves, we might want to be using special moves. Like, we might want to be using Max Flare instead of, we might want to use, like, a Max Flare instead of a Max Starfall, just because Togetic doesn't really have good physical attack, and because Sandslash has really good physical defense. I will try and lower its physical defense with a Rock Smash, but this is only, like, a 50% chance. So just, like, keep that in mind. Sorry, I did also pinch my nose as I was saying that, so I went in mind like that, so I do apologize. Right, X-Scissor, more like an X-Wizard. Here's Max Quake, more like a deep fake. Crud, hang in there, Mudsdale, oh buddy, oh pal. There's the laggy footage. Yeah, when there's, like, the Dynamaxing and stuff, it gets pretty laggy. But again, I'm not getting any... My amount of data being sent isn't, like, really dropping, and my number of dropped frames is at 0. So, that's what's so annoying about OBS. Like, you get these clear, like, visual things where, like, it's not as good, but, like, there's no indication on, like, any of the metrics that that's happening. So, I don't know. Very weird. Oh, did I not get the Rock Smash lowering there? Dang it. Good thing Mudsdale can take a hit. Yeah, Mudsdale has good defense. I'm so glad it doesn't have stamina, though, because it would just be a nightmare to take down if it did, so... right, Crush Claw. Maybe it is Togetic's wings that are lagging the game. Yes, Sander. Max Starfall. Okay, we did want the Max Flare, because that is the way better move here, but... Oh, God. We better KO this thing in 3 times. Oh, gosh. Nope. Dang. Okay, never mind. We needed that Max Flare, not Max Starfall. I would have used Superpower if I'd realized, but I wasn't sure of, like, the speed order and stuff like that. Dang. Okay. But this might actually work out okay, because this means that Togetic can Dynamax against Guzzlord, and then that means we'll have a Stab Fairy move for Guzzlord, so... You meant to bullet... Well, I mean, at this point, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. It was about getting the KO in 3 turns. We always want the KO in 3 turns, and we have to use our, like, best moves to do that. But yeah, so... But at least Togetic gets to Dynamax against Guzzlord now, so... that's something. Right. I am actually going to do the old double switch here. Because Mudsdale isn't very good against Araquanid, but Stone Edge from Sandslash is. So, there is a nice scientist lady. Unfortunately, we do not want to get rid of Pangoro, because it's too good. I could switch for Science. I suppose I could switch for Science, and then we could see. Because, like, Sandslash isn't that good against Araquanid. And if I'm going to be switching for Araquanid anyway, then I may as well go for it. So, we just need Kieran to turn it down. And then we'll see what happens here. Right, Celio! Okay, that's... Oh, Celio is an Ice type, actually. So, Celio actually could be better for Guzzlord than Araquanid. I don't know. Actually, no, but Araquanid has Lunge, and that lowers attack. So, no, Araquanid's better, isn't it? It's a bit of a shame, though, because, like, basically... Unless we have someone else switch for the Araquanid, but... Oh, that flapping, that infernal flapping. Oh, yeah. Celio's actually not very good for an Araquanid, is it? I'm going to try and go for a cheese freeze, because it's all I've got. So actually, that was some bad science, basically. Because I think I still want to switch for the Araquanid, but Celio is bad against Araquanid, whereas Sandslash at least had something. So, yeah, that was bad. That was bad. But we're doing it because we're in the wild card rounds, and oh, see, look, that's really laggy. But then it, oh, okay, I did get a little. There's a little encoding error. Okay, I gotta try and look into that encoding. Right, hang on, let me just try. Hang on, let's just see if that helps. Just a quick like refresh, reset. I'm assuming it's because I'm using my laptop a bit more, and maybe like a few things are a bit more gunked up on this laptop. You know, like there is like some temporary storage that's like filled or whatever. You know, like the cache is taking up more space, but I don't know. Spider. Okay. Oh, the freeze that I prophesized. Oh wait, no. Oh crud, guys, you guys have to KO it because I just switched to a water move, but Araquanid is immune to water moves. No, you guys have to beat this quick because I'm about to heal it. You guys need to KO this because I'm about to heal it. I'm about to accidentally heal it. I wanted to switch to Brine because Brine would be more powerful than Ice Beam, and I've already got the freeze on it, so there's no point in me using a weaker move with a status that I can't. No, and that was a crit as well. No, it thawed out. No, there's the poison jab. No, no, and then it's poisoned. No, oh no. I'm sorry. Okay, that actually didn't heal that much, though, did it? I thought that was going to heal way more damage. And the freeze meant nothing, either. Yeah, that was rubbish. Right, Ice Beam. More like an Ice Beam. Well, just call me Erica Harlica, because oopsie daisy. Go listen to Erica's music. But dang, I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Right, there we go. Well done, everyone. So we want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. And then, let's do this thing. At least we KO'd it in 3 turns. At least that wasn't the reason. At least say, because if that had been like a 4-turn battle, and that was the reason why, that would have been really, really bad. And go watch her and Sarah play Kingdom Hearts. Yes, exactly. But right. If Pangoro wants to switch, Pangoro could switch here. If Pangoro wants to switch, because it doesn't have a whole load of health and it's poisoned, it can do that. I will throw my hat in the ring if Pangoro doesn't, though. But it's just, because we do want Araquanid here. So if we don't have Pangoro, 3, 2... Okay, I'm going to throw my hat in. Okay, sorry. Just, we definitely wanted to have a rank, to have that there, so I do apologize. But there are berries if we go this way. There is Kieran. If we go left, we could do some science if you like. We could do some science with Kieran if you like. Kieran, would you like to do some science? To make up for that, would you like to do some science by going to the left? Because we're going to have a stab fairy. A weakened Pangoro is not going to be helpful to anyone. Oh, wait, hang on. We went for Absol? Oh, okay. Never mind. No science. Okay. I would say we want to keep Pangoro then, in which case. Because Absol isn't, like... Absol's just not really that great for a Guzzlord. Yes, it has Blizzard, but that's terrible. The wings. Okay. Right, I am going to lunge. More like a plunge. And here we go. I chose Absol since we're all built to take down dark types. That's true. That is true. We do usually like when the 4th Pokemon, or the 3rd Pokemon, is the same type as the 4th Pokemon who we have been focusing our entire team around. That is true. So, To quote Sarah, oh no! Oh, well, even the game actually lagged there. That wasn't even the footage that lagged. That wasn't even the stream there that lagged. Why has the stream been misbehaving lately? That is really weird. I don't know why. I do need to, like, look into that, maybe, but... Oh, well. Very odd indeed. Right, here we go. Here we go. So... Let's do this thing, shall we? Right. Yeah, and then it's so... Wow, it's a little bit... This stream looks a little bit, like, low in frame rate, but not by much. Okay. So yeah, we don't want to switch for this, and we'll have the Toga tick, so that's okay. Well, no, generally, the stream is not looking good because it's like the laptop OBS and my internet connection. Because the gameplay is fine. But I just wanted to point out that particular example because, like... Oh, that time it actually was the Switch. There are some times where it is the Switch. These games are pretty good with lag, I would say. Like, there are some things... Whenever you do a trainer battle, the trainer animations at the beginning, like, when it has, like, you can see yourself on one side and their avatar on the other, when there's, like, a sort of a multicolored background where it looks like the background's moving very, very fast. When you see that, for some reason that's laggy. Before you send out your first Pokemon. But the rest of this game is generally pretty good with lag, I would say. And especially compared to Scarlet and Violet and Legends Arceus. Even BDSP have some lag somewhere, I would say. I can't really remember the BDSP, to be honest. They have so many other problems that I just can't really remember, like, whether there's a lot of lag or not. Alright, Hammer Arm, good. Right, so Togetic with the max stuff. Oh! Right, Mega Punch, more like a Mega Lunge. Did I get my lunge in? Because if I got my lunge in, that's why Mega Punch didn't do a whole lot of damage. And if I haven't yet, then another Mega Punch is not going to do a whole lot of damage. This Togetic is weak, can I just say. That was ×4 super effective, and it did nothing. Nothing! Does it have, like, an attack down nature or something? I don't know. Right, there's attack down, so there we go. So, as long as we all keep doing what we're doing, we'll get the KO by the end of this turn, though. Depending on how far the Pokemon got away from you. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, chat. I forgot to mention... although I was going to mention this for some other reason. Oh, yeah. So, on Wednesday, I didn't get to tell you guys this story yesterday. On Wednesday, when I went to my dentist appointment, I needed to... I won't get into the whole story, but basically, I had a weird thing with the dentist. Like, I had this, like, sort of thing with them where, basically, I'd had one thing expire, but I had, like, renewed it. But instead of, like, renewing it, I think it had, like... I basically... So, imagine if you had, like, a Switch Online account or something, right? And, like... instead of renewing it, you just got a new subscription or something like that. I basically had a situation like that where instead of like my subscription or whatever renewing, I just got like a new one instead. Like I had tried to renew it, but they did it as like a new subscription instead. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Get those emojis in. We just caught a dragon. But like. So, and basically, because I simultaneously had one email saying, like, here's your new, like, here's, like, your proof of receipt, but then another email saying, your subscription has expired, kind of thing. And because I don't have a phone with, like, email confirmation, like, because I don't have a phone at the minute, so I didn't have a way of, like, just being able to show an email, I had, like, a physical letter come through the mail, confirming this, like, renewal. So I had this, like, physical letter of proof for a thing for my dentist. So it was very important that I took this physical letter of proof to the dentist. And the other day I left the house and I got to the end of my street and then I turned onto the next street and I walked halfway down that street before I realized, wait a minute, I don't have that letter. I need to bring that letter because I could easily see them saying, oh, you've had an expiration. And it's like, no, I haven't. I've got, like, proof that I, have it. So I had to like run back to my house, grab the letter. It was also kind of overcast, so I grabbed a waterproof jacket. And then I had to like run back to where I had begun running. And then I basically like flipped between like fast-paced walking and more running. Because I'd left to go to the dentist with like a good amount of time. But by the time I'd run back to the house, I had lost like a quarter of the time I'd allocated for walking there. So I like had to run to get there, and I got there with like 2 minutes to spare before my appointment. I was very proud of myself because it was quite a long run/walk. Like it was quite a long way to sort of alternate between like running and walking without stopping once. So, very stressful. But right, Sand Slash. Oh, Kieran got a shiny. Kieran got a shiny? Yes! Excellent! Araquanid. No, it's not a dupe. Absol is not shiny. Will we get the orange creamsicle Guzzlord? No, it's a regular Guzzlord. So Kieran, thus far, is our winner for the day. No sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. But we do still have... Oh, it's a timid Sandslash. A neutral thingy-majig. An attack up Absol. A calm Guzzlord. I'm going to go with the... I'm going to go with the Araquanid. The neutral Araquanid. There we go. So, we still have one more to go. So, we're going to save the game. Oh dear, looks like you've run out of space. No, we have not. We do not want that ticket. Okay, so... Tapu Bulu. So guys, gals, non-binary pals, could you please let me know if Kieran doesn't mind hosting a Tapu Bulu? Could you guys please let me know if you are able to do a Tapu Bulu? So please write strike the number of times you have played today, and then let me know if you can do a Tapu Bulu. We'll try and get Kiba in on this one, unless there's like a load of people who haven't played. And if Kiba does get kicked out of this one, Kiba gets some kind of free pass next time or something. Because I probably should have done... Because if Kiba does miss out this time, it means I should have done Nightbot random selection game last time, and I didn't. I just went with Kevin. So, if you can do a Tapu Bulu, now is the time to let me know. Please say strike the number of times you have played today, and say I can do Tapu Bulu. Kieran is hosting, so we have 2 other slots open. One of them may be Kiba's, but there we go. Otherwise it will be like Kieran, Kiba, and... Actually, no, Kieran, Kiba, and then someone else, but... Let's see if there's anyone else. And we could have... Maybe we could have Kiba do, like, both the accounts or something. And then that could work. But only if there's no one else. So, is there anyone else? Oh, Shade Van Fan. Okay, excellent. Okay, so we could have Kieran, Kiba, and Shade Van Fan, if that sounds good. Okay, excellent. Good. Perfect. Okay. So, I'm going to say anyone else going once, going twice. We have a 10-second delay, so I shouldn't really say going once, going twice, going 3 times. But if that all sounds good, it does look like it's going to be Kieran, Kiba, Shade Van Fan. I'm going to call it there then. Yeah, Kiba, Kieran, Shade Van Fan. Please make sure you're connected on the YCOM. Please make sure you talk to the nice scientist lady. Please make sure that if you are not Kieran, you're going to say anything goes. Make sure you are watching live. It's 3:50 p.m. Los Angeles time. And then we're going to press the plus button. Kieran is going to have a Tapu Bulu silhouette on the left. To the left. And then we should be good. But yeah, so dentist was very... But that's the thing. So if the doctor had come back today and said, you're very unhealthy, I'd be like, hey, like 2 days ago, I like ran to the dentist. Like, and I don't like go running. So I was like impressed with that. 72, 24, 54, and then 64. So that's 72, 24, 54, 64. So 72, and then 24, 54, 64. So there we go. That's the code. Ready, set, go. Or ready, set, bow. And then we should be good to go. So yeah. Okay. let's see what else we've got. So dentist running, doctor. Oh, one good. I did want to give you guys one bit of good news, although Kevin's now gone, but whatever. So like yesterday, I was saying about like prices of Switch games and Switch 2 editions. I did see a like weekly Target advert. I did see like a weekly Target advert for like, you know, they have their sort of you know, they're sort of like, oh, here are our deals for this week or whatever, or here's what's available, you know, this week, here's what's new this week, kind of thing. And they had Breath of the Wild for $70 on Switch 2. So I was saying how, like, at Walmart, I had seen they had Breath of the Wild for $80, but Target have the Switch 2 Breath of the Wild for $70. So maybe, with the exception of, like, Mario Kart World, Switch 2 games are generally only going to be, like, $70, $10 more, and that could be quite good. So fingers crossed. Here's hoping, hey? Right, so... Tapu Bulu, is it super duper mega weak to poison? It's also weak to fire, flying, ice, and steel. So lots of things there. Hopefully we should find plenty there. But there we go. Okay, I'm not really seeing anything here. Okay, all these are terrible. Like Behemoth is like the best one. Well, Maractus, no, these are all terrible. Armoldo's good. Sudowoodo and Maractus are terrible. And we kind of want special over physical, I believe, generally for the most part. But we'll have to see what happens. But that was good at least. So I do need to double check that because I was like, is that correct? But I think that there was like the Target weekly ad. I saw it on like a website which was like advertising it kind of thing, and so that was pretty good. Oh, and then gosh. Tapu Bulu is like fairy and grass, so it's super effective against Malamar and Sudowoodo, but then Persian's not that good against it. Okay, so we really need to get rid of like the last two. Okay, oh god, these are terrible. There's so many like water and ground and rock Pokemon. This is really bad. Okay, there's Pincurchin to the left. Oh, there is a Clink. Oh, right, hang on, to the right. Is that Heatmore or Carkol? We probably want the Carkol then. And then... Carkol and Jigglypuff? Is that really what we're going for here? Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay. So, here's what I'm thinking, Abraham Lincoln. If we have Carkol in 4th place and, like, Jigglypuff in 3rd place, maybe that's the strat, that's the plan. Barbaracle has Poison Jab. It does, but it's also ×4 weak to Tapu Bulu. So to say it's it's like a double-edged sword. It's a quadruple-edged sword because it has a ×4 super, but it's a non-stab super effective is the problem. Like, I think Carkol and having Carkol Dynamax is definitely going to be the best plan here. We can figure out everything else afterwards, but we absolutely need the Carkol. Because, like, the thing about Clink Clang is that it's... No, actually, no. So it was Clang, wasn't it? It was Clang rather than Clink Clang. Clang... Was it Clang or Clink Clang? I think it was Clang. Clang is a special attacker, isn't it? So Clang is okay, but here's the thing about Tapu Bulu as well. No, but then this applies for Carkol. Tapu Bulu has superpower, but then that is super effective against Carkol. But the reason... Here's the thing. If Carkol can Dynamax, it can get the weather up, and then its second attack will be way, way more powerful. Whereas with Maractus Storm Drain! Yes! Okay, excellent. So Energy Ball will do a ton of damage here. We did use, like, Energy Ball, right? We did use Energy Ball, right? Right. Yay! Okay, we did. Right, Stomping Tantrum. Clang is pure steel, yes. So it does have a stab super effective, but it's weak to superpower. But here's the thing. If we Dynamaxed Clang it would get a max steel spike in, and then that would increase our defense. But then the next attack wouldn't do any more damage. Whereas with... And its max steel spike probably wouldn't be that powerful anyway, because it only has gear... Well, actually, it might have flash cannon, so maybe it'll be okay, actually. But the thing is, Carkol has overheat. So a max flare on overheat is going to be really, really strong. Like, Carkol is just, I think, like, a little bit better than Clang. So I do think it's better for that reason. But we're going to have to see. So yeah, we could have Pincurchin switch for Maractus, couldn't we? Because Maractus is going to be bad against Carkol, or it's going to be weak to fire, whereas Pincurchin has Hydro Pump. So yeah, Shade Van Fan, Maractus, Pincurchin, that's a good swap. Yay! Okay. And then we might need to double swap, or like for the Jigglypuff or something, but we'll see. Carkol... We could... Okay. If there is Bob... Oh no, that's Pincurchin, isn't it? No, Pyukumuku, sorry. Pyukumuku, Sandslash, Jigglypuff. Okay. Pyukumuku, Sandslash, Jigglypuff. Pyukumuku, Sandslash, Jigglypuff. Pyukumuku is weak to grass. It can use counter. So we could potentially get some cheese out of a counter. Potential. Sandslash is just weak to grass, doesn't really have anything else. And then Jigglypuff does have the ability where it boosts the defense of everyone. So... Oh, if there was science near Jigglypuff, then let's go for that. If Jigglypuff has science, then let's absolutely go for the Jigglypuff. Because we could have the... So we could have the Carkol in 4th place, and then our 3rd place could do science. And then if we get good science, we could have someone else switch a Jigglypuff, maybe. Oh, Rock Slide, okay. Armaldo dodges, that's actually pretty good. Because everyone else is neutral, so that works. Why is that construction work outside? That's really annoying. Okay, there we go. That's a good max Quake. There we go. And then Hydro Pump, good. That's nice. And then, okay, yeah, we're good here. We're good. Do-doot, 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 do-do-do. Oh, Shirado. Excellent, excellent. Okay. So, 4th place switch here. And then we should be good. Right, Carkol in 4th place. Let's get to Carkol. So yeah, Malamar. So let's get rid of Malamar, for Carkol, and then that'll be good. And we'll have the overheat for max flare, so that'll be really strong. But yeah, so if we do have a scientist, Shade Van Fan could switch for the scientist. But yes, there is science. Okay, yep, we're doing the scientist. Let's go right for the scientist and for the Jigglypuff. And then Shade Van Fan can switch. Or maybe Kieran and Shade Van Fan could switch. I don't know. It could be fun. Da-da-da. The only thing... I mean, Beheeyem is okay, but it is the final round, so... You know, what is life without whimsy? Kieran. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay, Shade Van Fan didn't go for it for some reason, so well done, Kieran. Okay, it's Rotom. Okay. That is margin... Okay, if Rotom did a Will-O-Wisp on Tapu Bulu, that actually would be genuinely helpful. And then we could use Hex, and that would be genuinely helpful. So... That's okay, but I still think we probably want Shade Van Fan to do the, well, we kind of wanted you to both go for it just to see, because Beheeyem would have probably been a little bit better than like Jigglypuff as a partner, but if you switch the Pincurchin for Jigglypuff, then this is okay and should work out here, and then this should be okay. Today's lesson, keep gambling. No, that hasn't been the lesson. We had bad science earlier. But okay. No, well done though, everyone. We should be, again, I think we should be okay here. Our Rock Slide missed. I imagine a Fire Spin probably would have missed as well. Right. Oh, no, we can't Venom Drake. Guys, we have to be smart with our moves, guys. We can't just use moves randomly. We have to use moves that deal damage, and a lot of it, like a Thunder, would do so much damage here with that terrain up. Venom Drench only works on poisoned people. We don't have any poison here. We just need to attack, okay? Why do we always... We've had so many Venom Drenches, and I never get it. I never get it. Like, it has Thunder. Thunder's so powerful. So powerful. Okay. But nevertheless, I think as long as we all hit an attack and stuff like that, we should get Jigglypuff in 3 turns here. So I think we should be okay here. Right, here's the Electro Ball. Oh, that was nice because of that terrain. And then here's the Rock Slide. Okay, that was pretty good. And then I'll do the Smackdown on you. Okay, that's good as well. And then, okay, here's Light Screen. That's less good. But Thunder... That still did so much damage, though. And Paralysis, yes! Okay, so you... But see, here's the funny thing. Yeah, if we had used the Thunder on turn 1, like, before that Light Screen, we would have won the battle by now. So, wait, hang on. We didn't Dyna? Oh, crap, we were meant to Dynamax! Oh, we didn't Dyna? What is going on? What's going on? I didn't even notice we hadn't Dynamaxed. So we didn't Dynamax to use a Venom Drench that didn't work? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. We always Dynamax turn 1. Always Dynamax turn 1. There's never... There is so rarely... There was not any reason in this battle to not Dynamax on turn 1. We needed Carkol to be the Dynamaxer. That's why we had, like, Carkol be in that position, specifically so it could Dynamax against Tapu Bulu. Now we don't have anything good to Dynamax against Tapu Bulu. Guys, we have to Dynamax turn 1. And if you ever have some reason in your head where you think you shouldn't, always say it out loud. We can always discuss it. Okay, we still need to switch Pincurchin here. Again, we previously discussed about switching Pincurchin, so hopefully we switch Pincurchin here. Okay, there we go. Good. Okay, so... Right, what we could do... Okay, if Rotom can Dynamax here, I would go with a Max Phantasm, because that will lower Tapu Bulu's defense? Ugh, I don't know. And then that means my moves would do more damage? I don't know if that's really a plan or not. But then again, is waiting like 2 turns... Maybe the Will-O-Wisp Hex strategy is still a good one. Maybe Will-O-Wisp Hex is still a good strategy. Oh, I'm Dynamaxing. Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna just look at... Okay, it's not worth me waiting 2 turns to let Carkol Dynamax. Just go with, like, Fire Spin, and then, like... Or even a Reflect, then a Fire Spin. I'm gonna just go with the next Scissor. I'm sorry if it turns out that, like, waiting for Carkol to Dynamax is the plan here, but it's too many turns, I think. I think it's waiting too many turns. I think by the time we get like Will-O-Wisp and Hex strats going, we'll do a lot of damage, and then I think we should be okay here. Sorry if me Dynamax. I'm sorry if like Kiba, you were like, oh, I passed on my Dynamax to you know, but it didn't like that didn't make a difference. I don't think you not Dynamaxing like it would have led to the same outcome, wouldn't it? So, Shade Van Fan, you're supposed to Dynamax. Like, we always want to Dynamax on the first turn. You had Pincurchin, and Pincurchin Dynamaxing's really strong. You're always meant to... unless, like, if you ever have any doubts or hesitations, like, you can bring that up with us, but we always want to Dynamax on turn 1, because Dynamaxing's a really, really, really strong mechanic. So, oh, the fake tears! Oh, that's really smart. I forgot that it has fake tears. Okay, so yeah. So, okay, Carkol could go with, like, an Overheat on, like, turn 2 here, and that might do enough damage. Because between Hex and Overheat, we might get it. Okay, well, Okay. Well, please do, in future, do, like, concentrate, because we do need people to... When we do discuss a strategy, we do need people to follow it through. Luckily, we're kind of making this work now, but again, like, we do not really have a very good Tapu Bulu team here, and we did put all our eggs in the Carkol basket, and we needed you to Dynamax to get that strategy working. So we don't, like, you know, we don't really have much of a strategy now. Luckily, this fake, you are like the fake tears. That's really good. So that is something at least. But and we should hopefully beat this in like 3 turns now. But, yeah, so we just want to, like, attack this now. Like, Overheat, Hex, we should be good now. But, yeah. I believe it actually is in the rules where it's like, hey, if you're playing along, please do, like, you know, pay attention. Like, if you are going to play along, like, don't, like, try and juggle doing other things along with, like, playing along and stuff like that. I think I do have that in the rules. Let me know if I don't. Maybe I'll try and change that. Okay, oh, Hornleech, Crud. Right, here's the Hex. Oh, there we go! Those fake tears came in clutch. So, we did it, Jigglypuff. I'm glad we switched to Jigglypuff, because Pincurchin wouldn't have been able to do that for us. So, well done, everyone, seriously. Despite the fact we did go off plan there, that did still work out really nice, and that final battle was very well played. So, very well done, everyone. Very nice work. Fingers crossed for a shiny Tapu Bulu. I think we deserve one after that. I haven't had any shinies for 11 days now, so like, let's see if we get one now. I'm mathematically due for something. Will it be a Tapu Bulu though? Let's find out. So stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Get those emojis in. And let's do this thing, shall we? So, oh, Pincurchin is shiny! There you go! Mathematically! Pincurchin! There you go! But will we get a Tenchi's Choice? But there you go. The orange-nosed Pincurchin with the darker, you know, skin or whatever. Like, whatever, I don't know. Anyway, Carkol is a no. Jigglypuff is a no. But will we get the Black Bulu? No, we got a black Pincurchin, but not a black Bulu. But there we go, Pincurchin. So that's pretty cool. Hey, that's something. I have one from Scarlet and Violet, but we got one. We did get a Pincurchin, so at least that's something. Kieran, thank you for hosting. Thank you for getting that ticket as well, because I think wasn't it Sabertooth who had Tapu Bulu, but then didn't Sabertooth like accidentally get rid of it or something? Maybe I've just made that up, but basically we don't really have like a super consistent Tapu Bulu, so it's kind of nice to know we have that as an extra option now. So there we go. Pincurchin. You love to see it. Yeah, Shay accidentally got rid of it. Okay, yeah, I did remember that right. Okay, so yeah. So well done, Kieran, for getting that. Well done. So, oh dear, it looks like you've run out of space. Are there any other old records? No, we'll keep going. So there we go. Pincurchin. Okay. So chat, my lovely chat. That is all for today, May the 30th. And that is it for May, actually. That is it for the May Dynamax Adventures. I will see you guys in June, but will we be doomed? That is the question. Or will we get a shiny gloom? That is also the question. So chat, you guys have been wonderful. Thank you for playing along with. I really do appreciate you guys coming here and playing along with me. It's always really fun. Well done, well done, well done. Yeah. Oh, 59933. So yeah, next time. So we're going to be in June, and we're going to get yeah. And I was going to say as well, congrats, Kieran, on the shiny sand slash. That's very cool. But yeah, wow, we're nearly at 600 hours. That's wild. So please, click like on the video if you haven't already. Thank you again for playing along. I hope you guys come back for more. Have a very good rest of your Friday. Have a very good Saturday. And I will see you guys, gals, non-binary pals, on Sunday, hopefully. First stream of June. 1st of June. White Rabbits. So there we go. So take care, everyone. Lots of love. See you later. See you Sunday, hopefully. Bye-bye.